Walking down the avenue where we used to play. The house on the corner is still the same today as it was when we were children, innocent as innocent can be. I borrowed all your records, you borrowed mine from me. We sat and talked for hours in a box hung in a tree, and we stole your daddy's last bottle of gin. Those were the times, those were the ways. So take me back, so take me back to the good old days. Looking back from here, I can see that we were blind to the burdens we would shoulder and the struggles we would find. But growing made us strong as strong can be. Those were the times, those were the ways. So take me back, so take me back to the good old days. Ice cream until our heads hurt. We were trading candy bars and sticks of bubble gum, trying not to laugh in church. Do you remember? Like I remember. And oh, those were the times. Ooh, those were the ways. Oh, so take me back, take me back. Color crayon. We were running through the fields, you had flowers in your hand. We were all chasing phantoms. Baby, you would hold them still and I'd grab on. Yeah, well, if you're scared of the dark, let the rundown street lights be your stars. And then picture swings in the park, and I'll swing with you. Sing it, sing it with me, sing it with me. Living if you're already dead. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. The next time I turn around, you'll have grown into a woman in a single bound. I hope I never take you for granted. Spending time with you is all that I want wanted. But I'll go back to when you were small, burning all our favorite records on the CD-ROM. We were splitting headphones in a hammock to a soundtrack we could get lost in. Sing it with me, sing it with me, and we'll go howling at the moon. It's no use living if you're already there. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. If you're scared of the dark, let the rundown street lights be your stars. Let them know who we are, let them shine for you. It's no use living if you're already dead. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to. Said it's not worth living if you're already dead. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes straight to your head, believe it if you want to. Believe it if you want to.
Every artist has a dream studio. Most make do with what they have: the edge of a kitchen table, a spare closet stuffed with a small desk, or the corner of a bedroom, until they can level up to a place that started in the imagination as the ultimate place for art making. For as long as I can remember, my dream studio has been a light-filled escape with a lake view. I imagine banks of windows to welcome the sun and lots of open space with multiple workstations, including a big chunky work table where my kids could join me in their own art making. There'd be the latest Mac, a large monitor, and speakers to play my music. I'd have handy access to all my tools and a vibe that was all my own, reflecting my whimsical style and love for pop culture. It would be a place to sit in the lap of nature, to think and write and sketch and dream big dreams. Welcome to Echo Base, my art studio, makerspace, and secret hideout overlooking Lake Michigan. It's where I go to slow down, be quiet, and listen to God. It serves many purposes. It's my favorite place to sketch, brainstorm, write, paint, and design cool things. But more than anything else, it's my creative base of operations, where I receive light and reflect it into a dark world.
Hello! Cheers! Happy gallery night, Adultitis Fighters!
Hello, everyone. It is so good to see everyone here tonight. Thank you for joining us. It's going to be a good evening, isn't it, Kim?
Oh, man. Have we got a night for you? I mean, if you could hear the background right now, the lake is surging. It's like coming into this room. Can you just hear it roaring out there? It's a cozy night. We're so glad you're here. And we are not alone tonight. We have some special guests.
we have what we call the prize patrol. Come on up, guys.
Come on over.
So we have our special team, Ben, Lucy, Virginia Rose.
Yes.
They are going to help us out. Because it's an extra special night, we are going to give out extra special prizes.
Yeah, what do we have, like 7 prizes tonight? Does that
Yeah.
seem about right? And you're here live, so you have a chance to win one of these amazing 7 prizes, and these guys are going to help tonight, right?
Yes, and we're already underway, because if you were here early and caught me working on a new painting I started yesterday, you may have already won.
Yes.
Yeah, we asked a question. What was something you did today to fight adultitis? And we have a winner, right, guys?
Yes, our first winner is Corey Wallen.
Corey
Wallen.
Wallen!
All right. And what do you remember what she said she did?
She built a fort with her kids, I believe.
She built a fort with her kids.
So you must have got more snow than us, Corey. Lucky. So
Maybe
what did she win?
Maybe it was a couch fort.
Oh,
a
it could
blanket
have been.
fort.
I bet it was a
Probably
real
a
fort.
snow
Green
fort.
Bay. You guys had snow, right?
What do we have? What's the prize today? Oh, look at this. It is the Adultitis Fighter beanie, one of our newest products that is in the lemonade stand.
Wonder you, Corey.
Wonder and Whimsy Society members got a really cool gray one that was exclusive.
Heather Gray.
Heather Gray.
Heather Gray.
But this one is up on the store. It's I like it. It's
Can
navy.
you drive that to Green Bay and get that to Corey? No. Okay, we'll mail it to you.
All right, we'll check in with you guys a little bit later.
All
Thank
right.
you for helping us out.
Yes.
More prizes to come.
You can kind of tell we've been hyping this. We are in Jason's brand new art studio tonight. What better place to spend gallery night? Our 3rd gallery night. by
Third
the
one.
way.
Yep.
First gallery night 2020 in Madison from our basement. Remember we toured you around the whole house? That was quite a night.
Yeah,
Tech
that
the
didn't
tech
go
did
so
not
well.
play well.
We'll see how it goes tonight.
Last year we had Here Comes the Sun, and Jason revealed his film. And then tonight, here we are celebrating this beautiful new space with the tour and everything being here. So
Yep.
we got to talk about this before and after.
Well, we're glad to be here.
Yes.
First of all, a little reminder to Wonder and Whimsy Society members, we will be having our usual Escape Adulthood Live backstage, sort of an after party on Zoom afterwards. So hopefully you can stick around for that at the end.
Yep.
But yes, it's hard to believe that this place, this is what this place looked like. We are literally sitting in the room that looked like this. It
We were
looked
kind of like almost sitting in front of that desk, right? Pretty much, because we extended it out. But yeah, this is like the most adultitis-ridden. Adultitis lived here. Is that true?
unless you,
No, adultitis worked here.
It was an adultitis dream. It was an accountant's
Right.
dream. I felt like I needed to have one of those green visors. Would be
Or
perfect.
Scrooge? Would this be where Scrooge like counted all his money?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
No offense to the previous owners. I'm sure it was a wonderful fit for you. But when we got in here, we're like, oh, there's some work to be done.
It was hard to say goodbye to the green carpet. I will say that. But this is what it transformed into. It's amazing. We're so grateful. It took about over a year.
Yeah, I mean, close
Tested-
to a year.
tested some
Chad,
patience.
our wonderful builder Chad, if you're on tonight, we invited him to join us live. Kudos to Chad and his beautiful daughter Alicia, who did a lot of the work too. Oh, they worked hard. They did such a good job. The craftsmanship is just amazing.
All right. Well, we want to get right into this tour.
We do a tour? All right.
Wait, let me get this camera. Oh, good. Here we go. Who's going to be in charge of the camera?
Yes.
The microphone is set.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we starting here, Jason?
All right. Well, we'll start here. This is where we started the evening. Those of you who are here early, this is the area where I typically do my painting on my canvas and whatnot. I'm working on a new painting right here. This is Stanley. That's Stanley in Madison.
I love that you name your cabinet.
Well, it kind of works, you know.
It is Stanley.
It's hard to believe. I almost got the gray one. Would have been a terrible life choice. I love the yellow. This is where I put my paintbrushes and paints and stuff like that. Most people buy these to put actual real manly tools in. I put paintbrushes.
Those are manly tools, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
I appreciate you saying saying that.
Beautiful
You can't really see much of the view here tonight. It is raining. We're happy to be inside, but you can get a glimpse of a little bit of a problem that I have. I have a Funko Pop problem. This down here is some of my favorite ones.
Okay, let's take a look. These are like the all-stars, guys.
Pretty much. This, if you
made the front window.
take a look at these, and you will see basically something that summarizes my childhood, my interests, my passions,
Parks and Rec fan.
a little bit of my personality. Not gonna lie there.
Little E.T. Oh yes, Marty McFly. Little is that Bret Hart?
Bret Hart. Bret, man. Bill, I think Bill Fallsgraff's on tonight. I think I saw him. He knows all about Bret. Yeah, this is on my drawing table. This is where I do more things like watercolor, drawing, sketching, things like that. This is my my list. My goal this year was to do 400 hours.
You're close.
I'm close. It's gonna be tight, but I'm getting there.
I love this little pencil holder. It's one of my favorite things that you purchased over
Yeah,
the
that was
years.
actually made by an artist in Poland, which makes me very happy because I'm Polish, so it's nice to have something from the motherland. This here is what I call my prayer chair. This is where I camp out every morning and watch the waves and pray and think and sketch and sit for ideas and keep my head on straight.
Yep.
Right here is did you probably
No.
show this?
Let me
So
back up.
this
Yep.
is the Hope in the Darkness painting that I did. The original is owned by Mary E, who I think is maybe on tonight.
So
That
let's
is
see
a
if you can
canvas
see.
reproduction, but that kind of symbolizes the whole story there. But it kind of symbolizes the trees that used to be in our backyard.
Yes.
And
this is a little. Some of you may know this story as well. The Shine On. We have a neat little stained glass piece that's a little memory from our home. But yeah, tell us about these
right
tables.
here, I'm very proud of these. I made these myself. Those three back there are probably the best thing I ever made. But these tables, if anyone knows me, you know how unhandy I am.
Which I don't even believe that.
No, that's a true statement. But you got butcher block, 2x4s, IKEA tables, IKEA shelves, wheels.
Was this something you saw on Pinterest, or did you build this in your head?
In my head.
In your
This
head.
is like
Okay.
2 tables that can be spread around and moved around for a workspace. Super happy with how this turned out. Obviously,
I'm gonna
still
scooch
all
around
this-
go here. Yeah, so you
this
can kind
kind
of
of
see
stuff.
all the different like options for the space.
Yep.
Yeah.
We will hit
Ooh,
this in
yeah.
a second.
Okay.
But these bookshelves were built in. This was good. The green carpet left. These things stayed.
Yeah, the buildings.
Fun fact is I painted the blue behind in the back of the bookshelf. That is to match the lake. So it actually is a gradient from dark down to light, and it matches what the lake looks like on a beautiful.
You
perfect-
feel your shelf so thick, you can't tell that really, but it's
well,
there.
just peeking through.
Yeah.
You can see I got a lot of art books and a lot of fun stuff. Some highlights, I guess. Up here, I'm very proud of this. This is my
yes.
my Cubs corner with 3 of the Funko Pops from the
Ivy.
championship team, the Ivy, the W flag. This here.
Oh, behind you, gotta do a little nod to old school Kim and Jason
yes.
fans.
Kim and Jason.
Yep.
That's what started it all. Comic strip.
There's
And,
some fun things here. Your CSP, Certified Speaking
Certified
Professional,
Speaking
right?
Professional. I realized that I am probably one of maybe 3 people in the whole entire world who is a graphic artist that is also a certified speaking professional.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's kind of weird.
That's pretty awesome.
And here's the desk
yes.
where I do my my computer work. This is one of my favorite things ever. It's called a Quirky Writer, and it is a typewriter, Bluetooth typewriter that
I love
connects
that.
to my computer.
And this rug, okay, this is
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
rad too.
That
Yes.
is from Ruggable. That is got Star Wars ships like Armada.
By the way, since we're over here, I noticed that we have this water bottle. I think that's the second thing we're going to be giving away
Okay,
tonight.
good call. This
Yeah.
is this is 93%.
What? Oh, it looks like our camera went out. When did that go out? Just a minute ago? Okay. Let's see if we... Oh, we got our camera back. Okay, yay.
I'm not sure where we were. Keyboard. We must have saw the keyboard. Okay, so that's
We
good.
talked about the keyboard. Okay. Oh, just in case they missed the rug, here's the Star Wars rug that Jason picked out. That's pretty awesome. And then we noticed that it's time for another giveaway.
It is. So we have a 93% weird water bottle, 100% adultitis free.
This is going to the first person.
It's like a trivia question.
Yes.
The first person who can put in the chat what color is Stanley, my art tool chest. What color is Stanley? The first person who puts on the chat wins this 93% weird water
Who's
bottle.
paying attention? I bet a lot of people know that one.
Who's paying attention?
Yep. All right.
We got our little.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite editions. Vintage, old school.
Isn't that so cool, you guys?
Gumball machine.
And you did set it up that you have to put a quarter in.
You have to put a quarter in. Oh, we have
a winner. All right, who's the winner?
Our winner is Bridget Buckman.
Bridget Buckman.
Bridget Buckman. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bridget. Jenna will be in touch with you to get you hooked up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gum.
so I actually have a whole container of quarters in here. So because I'm not Scrooge, that a kid comes in here or a kid at art, they can get a gumball. But I wanted to make it so that you had to put the coin in because there's something magical about putting a coin in there than just turning.
There's
it
also
over.
something magical about this. Yes.
Old school
Old
pencil sharpener.
school.
Ben was just in here today
I have to
sharpening
show
something.
this too. This is his little well, you hang your apron on there, but isn't that a really cool little what do you call that? Like a hook. Yeah, a hook for your apron, and of course his Adultitis Fighter cape. Yes. All right. So.
All right. Well.
Transitioning over here, probably the best.
Yeah.
thing
So
in here.
we saw you see some of the Star Wars influences around here. The Star Wars rug. This is a print from an artist I have. I have a couple of these around the office that kind of merges World War II and Star Wars in a really neat way. And as said in the opening video, I've kind of nicknamed this place Echo Base, which Star Wars nerds would get the reference there. But I basically see this as kind of a base. It's a secret hideout. It's a way where I listen and try to get ideas and send them out to the world to reflect light into a dark world. And so as we were building this space, this studio was 20 years in the making. My dad helped me put together the rough plans and the entire process of getting all of the permits and the plans put together and a contractor nailed down took a long time. And so for a certain amount of time, I was kind of homeless. I was a creative nomad with no place to be. So I was kind of realized that I didn't know how long the situation would last, and I didn't want to not make art. So I decided to do what I call the studio renovation series, and I worked small. 6x6 was most of the stuff that I did, and it allowed me to be portable. So I could do stuff in the kitchen, I could do stuff in the great room or wherever I was, which is basically what happened. So I could keep the art going, and I figured that I would use the opportunity to sort of renovate my style. In other words, do some experimenting, try different things. And as it turned out, this turned out to be a series of quite a few paintings, and I am looking forward to sharing with you tonight and auctioning off most of them. The kids each got to pick their one favorite, so those are the only ones that aren't available. But you can see here everything on this ledge, which was something that I put together to be able to hold paintings as they dry and stuff. All of these things are in the auction tonight. Some of these paintings you may have seen before, perhaps not.
I saw this chicken live.
Yeah, this is actually based off of a photo Kim took at the Wisconsin State Fair, or the
Sheboygan County Fair, yeah.
But these here are the renovation series. So these are the 6x6 panels. This is the very first one I did, that giraffe.
Oh man, the colors on that.
And I've been sharing on Facebook and Instagram the last few weeks kind of the stories behind a lot of these. But these are all experiments, right? So this Willy Wonka one was interesting because it was the first portrait that I had done in years, and it took me a long time to get it nailed down. But that was that. I think that turned out pretty good.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
The R2D2 one, the interesting thing about that is I created an abstract painting underneath of it, and then did my R2D2 drawing on the top to kind of make some more looseness going on. This one is interesting because we had a murder of crows. Isn't that the coolest name? By the way, a murder of crows.
We did have a murder of crows.
By our house. It was very unusual. And they just were hanging out in the yard. And I did some research on it, and it said that they symbolized transformation and great change. Well, coincidentally or not, about 3 days later, a severe straight line wind ripped through Sheboygan and destroyed about 150 trees in our backyard. Some of them landed in our house. One of them jacked up our car. It was pretty rough summer, and so that was sort of a prescient, I guess, is the best way I could say it. So
what word did you just use?
Prescient.
A prescient?
Prescient.
Okay. I don't
Talk
even.
about that.
Okay.
So this one then happened amidst all of the trauma and the seagull one, and I needed something that was a little bit more peaceful, lighthearted.
And yet he's standing on a broken tree.
Yep, I added the broken tree in there as a symbol of what we were going through. And then some of these other ones are just were just chances to experiment with different compositions and different types of brush strokes, and turned out pretty good. This little dog, we'll be talking about him a little bit more in depth in a little bit.
Oh, look at it! There's like one up here. It's like
yeah, that was actually one of the very first ones.
Yeah, I remember that.
The panels, kind of funky chicken.
That's an awesome color. I love the colors on that one.
This one's a little notable because I haven't done very many portraits of women, and they're a little tricky because their faces are so beautiful and delicate, and
you can mess it up.
It's really hard to get the blending down.
This one's different. This one's very different landscape.
Yeah, landscape there. Those macarons was interesting.
Man.
That was supposed to be a really
guys.
loose painting, and then I just kind of got swept up in oil paint. Oil paint you can just blend things so beautifully. So gave myself permission to go a little bit different on that one.
Don't you just want to reach out and grab your favorite one and just take a bite? Oh,
Steve Irwin is an interesting one. That is the loosest portrait that I did. You can see the green underpainting through most of the painting. So that's sort of the green background, and that turned out good. And then this one of Jesus, portrayed by Jonathan Rumi, kind of took it where it was a little bit less loose, and I kind of wanted to do a portrait that was loose in the area. So this part here, you can see that's just the very bare bones of just one light coat.
Wow.
And then I built it up so that the area of the face is the most detailed, which is what gets your attention.
Oh,
so
I love that one. Yes, The Chosen is what that TV series is. If you're not watching that, I highly recommend it. And this one's got a lot of love online. The Viewmaster.
The Viewmaster.
Yes.
Yep.
That one is definitely a fan favorite, I think. So there they are, guys. These are the auction items that will. I'm like trying so hard to get them all. Hey guys.
Want to make sure we get through here.
Yeah, you got them.
Whoops. There we go. Now we got the mic.
I think it might be time for another quiz contest.
It is.
Okay. So
I think what we're going to do for this one is we're going to ask you of the ones we just saw, which one was your favorite? Do you have a favorite painting of the series that we just highlighted? And the winner gets not just one, not just two.
This is exciting.
How about
A stack of 10. Celebrate everything.
10.
calendars.
Everybody's got a mail
We
delivery.
just did your Christmas
Right.
shopping for you.
You've got 10 people in your life that you want to say thank you for being awesome. This is the perfect gift this holiday season. 10. There you go. Christmas
There you
is
go.
done.
10.
Right?
So 10 calendars goes to someone who shares. We got
what is
the
your
chicken.
favorite?
Brenda says the
piece
chicken,
of
the one
art?
over the doggy. Line in the coffee cup, says Sarah. They're going by pretty fast. Marley
man.
Otter. Mary Beth Draft.
Ryan.
Red Sneaker, says Anna.
I think Anna. I'm with Anna. That's one of my favorites too.
The Chucks.
The Chucks. They
Yeah.
bring back good memories to the days I could wear them.
Kathleen says, I want to drink the hot chocolate.
Mhm.
Wendy says, difficult choice, but Viewmaster.
The Otter, Katie says.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I know. So we will pick a winner in just a little bit, and I'm sure the prize patrol will let us know about that.
Yes.
But I think we kind of want to talk about that note dog.
Yeah,
right?
so that dog right over Kim's shoulder there, there's
Crazy.
a story to him. So let's share that. We'll unveil that story right now.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Mama said there'd be days like this. Sometimes when we're feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, or sad, we simply need a timeout. Or pizza. That was the prescription our midwife gave us after Lucy was born. Kim and I had come into the delivery day mentally depleted, our first child already a few weeks overdue. Then the labor itself was a marathon. After the birth, Kim almost fainted because of a drop in blood pressure. As she recovered, it was on me to put on Lucy's first diaper and figure out how to dress a 4-hour-old. It's like trying to gift wrap Jell-O before clearing an inch of ice from our car so we could drive home from the birth center. The prospect of going home to attend to the 24/7 needs of a newborn was overwhelming, to say the least. Aware of our exhaustion and sensing our uncertainty, our midwife said, "You know what I want you to do? When you get home, I want you to order in the biggest, cheesiest, gooeyest deep dish pizza ever and savor it." And we did. It was glorious. It was just the little treat we needed to keep going. We still rely on the magical properties of pizza from time to time. But sometimes we require something stronger, like a sick of it day. In most workplaces, if you have the flu, a persistent cough, or you're going through more Kleenex than me watching the opening scenes of Up, you get to take a sick day and stay home from work. But what if you have a case of the Mondays, or a case of November? Kim and I recommend taking a sick of it day. You can still tell your boss it's a sick day. It's kind of like playing hooky, but it's really a chance to shift momentum and throw life a curveball for a change. You can do anything you want, but no work and no chores. Treat yourself. But what happens when those days Mama warned us about turn into weeks, or months, or years? Our body will tell us if we're paying attention. I like to think of our negative emotions as a check engine light for our body and soul. You know, the light that illuminates our vehicle's dashboard to tell us that something's off. Most people handle it like my father-in-law handled the check engine light on his old Chevrolet Celebrity, with a thick black piece of electrical tape hiding the light from view. Problem solved. Or not. Ignoring a problem rarely works. If you're in a funk right now, or enduring a hard season, it might be time to call a timeout and see what the inner check engine light is trying to tell you. Look, I preach the power of optimism, but it's unrealistic to expect we can go through life on a positive high all the time. And frankly, I'm leery about people who seem to do so. Maybe you're experiencing caregiver fatigue. Maybe it feels like everything you touch turns to shiitake. Or maybe you're burned out from the last 3 years of pandemic, politics, and pivoting. It's okay. Welcome to the Human Club. You're normal. We don't have to be afraid of feeling the feels and examining what they have to teach us. Uncomfortability can be useful. We need to pay attention to our inner check engine light, not ignore it with a never-ending Netflix marathon, a bottle of wine, or any of the countless ways we self-medicate to numb ourselves to escape our pain. It's giving us a heads up that something may need to be addressed. For me, it's usually a warning that I need to ease up on adding new commitments to my calendar, a reminder to spend more time in my secret hideout, or an invitation to get a little more rest. Often, it's a combo of all three. This approach from Steve Jobs is a good guide. He said, "For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no, for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something." Are you in need of a change? It might be time to talk to someone, like a counselor, pastor, or medical professional. Maybe you need to take that difficult first step toward healing a relationship. Or maybe it's time to finally embark on that new career path. Remember, for now doesn't mean forever. It may feel like there's no end in sight to the malaise you're experiencing, but it only seems that way. Don't be afraid to peel back the tape on your check engine light and see what it has to tell you. Maybe a gooey cheesy pizza and the night on the couch is exactly what you need. Maybe a sick of it day will do the trick. Or maybe it's time for a baby step toward a bigger change. Let your inner check engine light lead the way.
I'm in the human club.
We all are.
Tyler, I'm right there with you in the human club, and I think you were speaking to me tonight too. This was a real one. It's like you said, that black tape, right? That black tape is really helpful when you have to keep going, but eventually you're gonna have to take it off.
Yeah. Well, it's a good reminder for all of us, I think, that I know for us as we've looked back on this year, like it's been very traumatic in a lot of ways. And it's easy to just keep plugging along and feel like you just got to keep going. And sometimes you really do have to pay attention to that check engine light. Sometimes it's a minor thing like pizza that does the trick. And sometimes you just need to take some time. Sometimes you need to talk to someone. Sometimes you need to go a little bit deeper. So hopefully that was helpful. But I think we have a prize winner, right?
Oh
yeah.
Break the silence.
The 10 calendars. Who wins the 10 calendars?
Jill Tarrant Rector.
Jill Tarrant Rector. Jill, you are the winner of the 10 calendars. Congratulations.
All you gotta do is wrap them up and hand them out. I mean, just put them in gift bags, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey. Says fantastic message as always. We appreciate that. I am in the prize giving mood. I think we need to give another
actually,
one.
you know what? We're going to do the next one after we show some pictures because it has to do with the picture. Is that right?
Nope.
Oh, did I get it? Okay. Oh, I forgot about the candle.
This is currently on our store, I believe. This was a Wonder and Whimsy Society exclusive.
It smells like when all the trees fell down.
Actually, I don't remember now. That might still only be a Wonder and
It
Whimsy
smells
Society
like pine,
exclusive.
you guys. It is so.
But
so
we're giving
good.
one away tonight.
Yes, we are.
And here's how you win this one. Just put in the chat.
Oh yes.
What is your favorite go-to cure for a bad day? You know, just for one of those days where you're like, there's just a bad case of the Mondays. What's your go-to cure?
Maybe it's a pine candle.
Yeah. So, this candle is only available. It's in the Wonder and Whimsy Society secret store.
Exclusive store, right?
Yes.
But tonight, you don't have to be a Wonder and Whimsy Society member to win this candle.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
now we're gonna do pictures.
Now we're gonna go to the next segment. Adultitis Fighters, unite! All right, here's our meme of the month. When you fill up on snacks and they bring out the turkey and stuffing after that.
Get ready, guys.
True story.
It's
True
coming
story.
next week.
Yes.
You've been warned, right?
All right. Well, we last month we did a really cool secret mission. Wonder Women's Society members get this postcard in the mail that has the secret mission. And this month it was pumpkin persona. And the basic concept was to decorate a pumpkin, but create a persona, create a name, create a story, a backstory. Have a little bit of fun with it.
This was really hilarious.
I
to
have
see what people did.
so enjoyed seeing what people have put together. So we did this ourselves. I haven't had a chance to post mine yet, but
you didn't?
No, but we'll
He's
talk
still
about it
sitting
here
on
today.
the kitchen counter. Yeah, we hit one of those beautiful fall days that we had so many of. So we're outside carving pumpkins. The kids got involved. I think you got some pictures of the kids' stuff too, right? Lucy.
Yeah. So we've got Lucy's horse there, which is kind of a Day of the Dead
classic
inspiration, and Ben, who was also dressed up as Marty McFly with his Frankenstein. Did he have a name? Did he have a certain name? Just Frankenstein kind of a thing? Dankenstein.
Dankenstein.
That's right.
I love it.
And it's
Frankenstein's
Frankenstein's
brother,
brother.
okay.
Yeah. And then Ginny had this. She spent the longest. I think,
Yes.
So it was
She
very
did
intricate.
carving and painting of this Day of the Dead cat. So that was, and she's got her little cat ears on tonight, so that's kind of a cool tie-in. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was mine, and it had this label on it that said pie pumpkin, and I was like, says who?
That it has to be pie pumpkin.
I thought the world puts enough labels on us. You don't have to go with the label that the world put on you. So I kind of gave this guy a sort of defiant attitude and put on the back #not a rule.
Your parents are like, this was your whole high school
Don't
career,
have to be,
Jason.
Yeah, a little bit. But I liked how Kim's turned out. What, do you remember his name? Or her name? I don't remember. Was it a boy or a girl?
What was the name?
Goldie Wonderson.
Goldie
wasn't it?
Wonderson, yes. Okay, so I was just thinking about how the Tin Man was looking for hearts, right? Or a heart. So I kind of wanted to make like a Tin Man-ish pumpkin because I love to look for hearts in nature, and I thought that could be kind of neat tie-in. Fun fact, we only had gold metallic spray paint, not silver. So I'm like, I'm just going to go with it.
I like it better.
I like it better too. So Goldie Wonderson?
Wonderson. I think I came up with that name. That's why.
I think you did too. That's
Yeah.
why I had no idea.
So we had some really great contributions from Wonder and Whimsy Society members. I wanted to
Yes.
share a few of them. In fact, we came up with awards. We like little award titles.
Rachel had fun with this.
So we have the Most Out of the Patch Award, which goes to Allison Campbell. You guys, look at this. I don't know how well you can tell this, but that there's a trail of slime. This is Senior Mokos, the glow-in-the-dark slime-leaving snail mascot we never knew we needed. Good job, Allison.
Oh, he is something else.
Then we've got the Three Best Friends That Anyone Could Have Award. This goes to Martha and Rich Henderson, who have, they said, a cowboy, a ball player, and a Ukrainian walk into a bar. So we got Tex the cowboy, Slugger the ball player, and Anton the Ukrainian getting together in harmony.
Oh,
So good.
And they're even Wonder Hunters.
Yeah,
They
they're
got a
wonder
book.
hunting together. It's pretty great. The Whimsical Wildlife Award.
Oh,
I
Amy.
love that little pumpkin in the middle. That's a good one. That is Rocky Raccoon, Finnegan the Fox, and August Werewolf.
Oh my gosh.
And they
One
had
is cuter
some
than the
great
next.
adventures.
Oh.
Then we've got the Artistically Abstract Award. Oh, what do you know? We have
Do we have a candle winner?
Pride. We have the candle winner. Yeah, who is the candle winner? Lucy?
Actually, Jenna wanted to give away 2. If that's
Oh, wow. Jenna's
She
making
knows our
an
inventory.
executive decision. We've got 2. Who are the 2?
All right. First one is Mary Amiji.
Okay,
Ooh,
Mary,
congratulations,
congratulations.
Mary! You won a candle.
And the second would be Nicole Jensen.
Nicole
Ooh.
Jensen. There you go.
All right,
We'll
Nicole.
do 2. We'll do 2. And down.
Do we have to split the candle in half, or we'll
Yes.
give it to you?
You get to burn half of it and then you send it to the other person. All right.
Okay,
The Artistically Abstract Award.
Ooh, let's see.
Christy
Oh,
Ward. Christy
This
Ward.
is so funny.
She is not a big fan of carving pumpkins, so she
to
created
me?
Vinny. This is Vinny the Pumpkin, who is inspired by Vincent van Gogh and Edward Munch. the scream, and she actually carved out a little hole and put peanut butter on the inside and let the squirrels go to town. So
that made me laugh so hard, Christy. So I love it.
pretty good. How about the biggest pumpkin award?
Yeah.
So this is the story of Octo from Amy Hoffman, who was in a pumpkin patch and didn't fit in. And no one treated him well.
Octo.
And it was kind of awkward because they looked at him like he was kind of weird. And it's not good. But Octo went and found some friends on a front stoop, and they welcomed him with open
Adultitis
gourds.
Fighters Unite.
And and here's the thing I love is it allowed Octo to be himself, but he didn't go back to the old pumpkin patch to rub it in and say that he got a better life. So that's why he's the biggest. He's a bigger pumpkin than me.
He took the higher road.
Took the high road.
Yeah, the road less traveled. I like the guy on the right.
So they're all pretty good. And
Amy,
one more.
that should be a children's book, Amy. Seriously.
That would be a good one. The Frankly We Are Not Afraid to Award This Pumpkin an Award. This goes to Tony Zamboni, created by Rebecca Forbes Wank. We didn't want to end up in a compost heap. And now I have to read her little story. It's so great.
Okay.
Hey, Tony Zamboni here. You might have thought you noticed I was a spaghetti squash and not a pumpkin. But who are you going to believe, me or your own eyes? There was a pumpkin in the patch, but he got on my bad side. And now he's in the compost heap with the clippings, see? And maybe you thought it was highly suspicious that my cigar is blue and looks like a kazoo. But it would be better not to bring that up if you catch my drift. It would be a real shame if you found yourself in the compost heap with the pumpkin.
Oh.
So, Tony Zamboni gets an award. That's all I got to say about that.
And rightfully so.
Congratulations to all of you. I'm kind of in the mood.
Amazing.
I'm in the mood to give away some more stacks of things.
Oh, stacks.
How about
Let's do some stacks of Wonder Hunt books. Who
Ooh,
wants
a full stack.
Who wants 10 Wonder Hunt books? Right?
Oh, there you go. 10
This is
Wonder
going to
Hunt
make
books.
gift giving's going to get easy, you guys. Actually, I had a friend recently say,
Who designed
"What
this?
age is this book
This is
for?
amazing.
Can I give this book to an 18-year-old?" I'm like, "Of course you could give it to an 18-year-old." So this is going to
Probably
be
not an 18-month-old.
well, it's not really that kind
Too
of book.
soon.
Yeah,
Too soon.
too soon. Okay, so the way you can win the 10 Wonder Hunt books is think back to the pumpkins we just showed you. Do you
This is a
remember?
trivia
I
question,
know.
right?
Do you remember? What's my pumpkin? Here we go.
Thank you, Ben. Goldie Wonderson.
Do you remember Goldie Wonderson? Because I do. What shape was Goldie Wonderson's eyes? The first person who can tell us that wins the 10 Wonder Hunt books. What shape was Goldie Wonderson's?
Oh, I see it.
Eyes.
Looks like Christy.
Oh, Christy Ward! 10 Wonder Hunt
I got
books.
that one, Lucy, because it was a quick one. Christy Ward, you get the 10 Wonder Hunt books.
Congratulations.
I have
Awesome.
no doubt you'll have a good use, good place
Just
to put
don't
that.
put peanut butter on them and stick them out in your yard, okay? Don't do that, because that'll break my heart a little bit.
All right, let's. It's that time.
Is it time?
I need you to grab. If you've never joined us for one of these before, you're in for a real treat. I want you to grab something close by that you can write with and something you can write on. Could be crayons, could be markers, could be a ballpoint pen or a pencil, could be the back of an envelope. Let's draw. All right, you guys, this is going to be a fun one. I'm so excited about this. And it works. We've had some problems the last few shows
Adultitis
where
likes to
the iPad likes to
mess
freeze
this
up at this time, but
Yeah.
not tonight, Adultitis. You will not win. All right, let's start this out with a line, kind of a curvy line like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have our setup here, so you don't have your normal.
I know,
you can
my
draw
book
with
is
us tonight.
downstairs, but I like seeing all I can read the chat now, finally.
All right, now we're going to draw an oval right here, and I'm going to leave a little spot open, kind of like a little highlight there. Okay. All right, and all three kids are
And
drawing
here,
here
pencils.
tonight. Yeah.
Sharp pencils from the pencil sharpener.
All right, now we're going to draw a straight line down Real short, just like that. Okay. Next up, we're going to do another curve line like that.
I like it when people guess. This is going to be kind of interesting one. So
Yeah.
let's see. Oh,
All right, now we're going to draw a line. I don't even know how to describe this one. It's sort of like a backwards J, but you'll see I'll start off right up here, and I'm just going to bring it down and connect it to that one right there. Okay.
got some good variety of guesses here. Bear, bulldog, walrus, polar bear.
All right, now I'm going to draw a little line like that. Okay. And I'm going to draw kind of a curvy but more straight along the top like that.
I think they're figuring it out.
Some of them. All right, you guys ready? You're doing good? All right, now we're going to bring this all the way down. We're going to draw a J, starting at the top and connecting down to this side over here. And that might give it away right there. Okay, now we're going to draw a couple little eyes like that. And then we'll draw a little line right there. It's kind of nice having the kids here because I can kind of tell where they are in the drawing. And then we're going to draw another little one like that.
I definitely agree with Sarah Pace that this had a definite stormtrooper vibe going for a while.
Interesting.
I know.
I'd have to look at that again.
Right.
All right, let's draw a little circle around this eye. Give this dude some character.
Yep, Tyler, you got it.
And then we're going to draw
Tamara.
a line like that, curvy line there.
Aw.
And another one on the other side.
Does it almost seem like when we're quiet, can they hear the waves?
I don't know. I would be surprised
I
if
know.
they could pick
It's
that up.
so
but-
loud tonight.
All right, now at the top of this ear, we're going to draw a little curvy line there. And the same thing on the other side.
Aw, he's getting cute.
All right. And then we're going to just connect that down there, letting this other part hang over the top like that. All right. Now we're going to draw a line like this.
Barb says she hears the waves on her side.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
All right, and then a little line like this. And another line just like that. And then this one we're just going to go down like that. It's kind of those little folds there.
That's good.
And I'm just going to draw a straight line across here. Maybe like he's like sitting at a table or something like this. Okay, and then one more little touch. We're going to add some little teeth, a little triangle right there. And we've got a little bulldog
Little
dude.
nope dog. He's so cute.
Um,
You know, while you color him in, I have another quiz prize question. All right. So in the comments, and actually, let's see what the prize is going to be. Oh, Ben, can you hand me that little whimsy puzzle? So many of you know, and I have this painting in back of my desk, a little whimsy, the giraffe with the twisty straw. This is a puzzle, you guys. So this would be fun to do over the winter months. You can win this if you are one of the people to answer this question. What is your favorite cartoon dog? Okay, so we were actually talking about this in anticipation of this question. All the different cartoon dogs. So we will pick a prize winner from one of you who comments your answer. What is your favorite cartoon dog?
me?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say Underdog.
Whoa.
I always loved
that's old
watching
school.
that.
Underdog.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to say Snoopy. He's up there for me as well, but
Yeah.
you go
I'm
Underdog.
totally with Karen Weatherwax, Odie from Garfield. He just had the cutest little vibe. You actually had a dog named Odie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Growing up. How about you guys? What's your favorite cartoon dogs?
Bluey.
Bluey.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
how
good
many
one.
people are saying Bluey right now? The parents, right? The parents of young kids.
Snoopy.
Snoopy's, Ben's, Lucy.
Can't think of any.
No.
Maybe Snoopy.
Snoopy. Yeah, with Peanuts. With your name being in Peanuts, you probably should say that.
Yeah.
I see Goofy. Donna says Bluey, and I know she spends time with little kids. Snoopy's cousin Spike.
Oh,
Katie
that's a good
Nagel.
one. That's a good one.
That's awesome. He's crazy. Pork chop, Nick says. Brenda says the kids are probably too young for Droopy. Droopy dog?
Oh, I remember Droopy.
Droopy.
Yeah.
Clifford. I can't believe I didn't say Bluey. Amy Hoffman. Right. Oh, we got a winner on that one already?
Yep. Tamara Tenner.
Tamara, you are the winner of the Little Whimsy puzzle. Thank you guys for playing along with all these prizes. We're just having fun.
Fun stuff.
I know.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed drawing our little dog with us. And of course, we want to see your version.
Yeah, send them.
It's the best part of my job is to see your drawings. I love it. We did a happy heart tree.
I love the colors.
And
on it.
Stephen, I did a great job on the colors. Dave, good job on this guy. We had a lot of good fall colors coming in. Martha always seems to incorporate something with Charlie Brown in there.
The kite in the tree.
It's a perfect fit.
You're so smart.
Hildy.
Just these little friends.
That
in
one's
there.
just adorable. I love the little people in the tree. I don't know what's going on with that, but I love it. I love the little
It's
blue.
whimsy.
I love that the trunk is light blue.
I
It's just kind of cool. And I think I got one more. Yeah, Marley. Marley did a great job with her colors as well.
I love the shading.
So,
And I love that it looks like the tree is like kind of like holding it up like a friend, right?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that too. All right, you guys. Well, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Send us your drawings to kj@escapeadulthood.com. You may appear on next month's show. You guys want to come up here and see what you got? How you guys?
Over. Oh, Ben, he's colorful. Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben's like disappeared. Ben is here.
He gone.
Let's see. Aww.
Oh, I like the colors there, buddy.
Yeah, that turned out really
Ginny
nice.
is going to show us hers, looks like.
Virginia. Oh. Let's see if I can get it up there. Aww.
What's he got going on? A little crown? Oh, that's cool.
Adorable. Princess.
Love that.
Nice.
Lucy, you got
Lucy's
one?
still working. She's perfecting.
She's our perfectionist, the detail.
Oh, here it goes. Ooh, bring it in.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get the angle just right. Aw. Oh, it's funny how it does that. You can
There you
kind of
go.
see him. He's cute.
That's
Thank you, guys.
All right, well, we want to see yours. Send yours to kj@escapeadulthood.com, but now is the time where I am excited to introduce
Something
the
big.
newest thing we've been working on.
We're-
Something big that's actually kind of mini.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
All right, you guys, this has been, this was the product of a road trip to Washington,
Yes,
D.C., wasn't it?
was,
We
Yeah.
were talking a lot about what we offer in the terms of art and prints, and we are excited to introduce Mini Prints, Escape Adulthood Mini Prints collection. They are collectible, they are giftable, they are mix and matchable. So these little guys are 6 by 6 inches, and what I love about them is that we've always been big about wanting to make art collecting accessible, right?
For anyone.
I am so tired of going into art galleries where things are super stuffy and super expensive, and of course we sell expensive things as well. But
You have to
yeah,
a little bit higher.
but I
right?
like to be able to like have my art go in a lot of different formats for a lot of different people, and so we also realize that like if you're an art collector, you may not have tons and tons of wall space.
Well, we get that feedback. They're like, I love your art, and I ran out of wall.
There's only so much place to put it. So
Right.
we really like this idea because it's got a lot of different capabilities to it. So you can get one print and you can put it on a bookshelf. You can put it on your desk. You can get several prints and just like rotate them. So if you have one frame and you can rotate it every week, every month with the season, we are super excited because we also are carrying these really rad acrylic blocks. These are actually magnet frames. Wait till you guys see this.
Which we've done some acrylic
This
work,
comes apart.
some art prints in the past, and you guys have told us you love this. So this was
There
kind
are
of inspired by that.
2 magnets. You put the print in here like this. Boom, magnets
Nice.
together. And then you can
It
set it on your
stands
desk.
up. Yep.
This could be an award. Like, this is like what I'm saying. This could be on your desk. You could have 10, 12 different prints, and every month change one out. Super easy.
Seasonal.
So I love the capability. Now you can.
I love all the feedback, by the way, you guys. We're brainstorming this. We're like, are they gonna like this? Or
I think
I think you like
and
it.
I keep
Yay!
making art. So it's like
Yes.
I want to have a thing for people. So, you've seen things like this probably at Michael's or Hobby Lobby where they have like the clip frames and there's all kinds of different unique things right there. Well, we can't show them that yet, but like there's like magnet frames and things like that. Just lots of stuff. And what's also cool is then you can go bigger. You can create a montage that takes up a bigger space in your home or in your office. Organize them into different configurations.
I love this look. This is
so cool.
So and then the idea of that, that new art comes out. You're excited. You can just switch it out. You don't have to like change your whole decor and change the whole vibe of your living room.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we put together what we call a core collection. So these are the things that we know have been bestsellers for years.
Yeah.
The ones that continue to sell on our website and in my speaking gigs. So we have Hope in the Darkness. We have the new Monarch one with the lion.
Really landing.
Shine On. This one. This is classic.
Yep.
Open Gate. Probably our bestseller of all time. Which one? Here, Weeds or Wishes.
Yeah.
Bestseller of all time. So I think we have 12 or 14. I don't remember.
I think
But these
12.
also come really in really
Collection.
nice little poly bags. And there's a story on the back that kind of talks about the artwork and who we are and our brand and stuff like that. But that's not even the best part, you guys. Okay. The best part is that this new development gave us the opportunity to incorporate Kim's artwork into it as well. If you watched Escape Adulthood Live number 102, we talked about, I had a monologue in there that talked about Kim's growth as an artist. And so one of the things that we're doing with this collection, like I said, we have the core collection that will always be available. But the other thing we're excited about doing is creating timed releases, so that we don't have to carry inventory of everything, and we can bring out new stuff. And so a lot of these prints we'll be releasing will be available for maybe a couple months, maybe even only one day. All right, but
We're like breaking all the rules.
our first series of timed releases is coming from Kim. There are 4 prints that include her photography. They are stunning. The 4 of them on their own would be a really cool look. And she recorded some videos for each one that you'll be able to check out to hear the stories behind it. Here's one of them that we wanted to share tonight.
It was the mid-90s. Jason and I had only been in the same room together 4 times with mutual friends, and yet somehow we found ourselves in a deep conversation, just the 2 of us, about our dreams for the future. Where would you like to live? Became the question that inspired passion within each of us. And at the end of it, we agreed wholeheartedly that Idaho would be an awesome spot, what with all the tall pine trees and lakes and all. Yes, with stars in our eyes at ages 17 and 19, Idaho seemed pretty perfect to both of us. Now fast forward to our 20th wedding anniversary, after years of collectively dreaming of living on a lake surrounded by tall pine trees. We both knew where we had to go to celebrate our 2 decades of married life, to one of the only states we had not yet visited together, Idaho. Amazingly, we ended up in a little town in the northern panhandle called Hope, and found ourselves dreaming big again. Dreams of the next 20 years. dreams of our someday lake home surrounded by tall pines, and dreams of the work we would do together as a couple, business partners, and parents. We tend to do our best dreaming while walking and talking, so on one of our mini hikes during that trip, I picked up this pine cone for a picture. I noticed the true meaning only later when I connected the aspirations of this pine cone to be a full-fledged pine tree someday. So much hope found in Hope, Idaho. Dreaming big dreams is a powerful process, one fueled by faith, purpose, and passion. This picture reminds me to keep dreaming big dreams and asking big questions with my partner in crime. My dreams will not only stay alive decades later, they may even quite possibly come true. Dream big.
So there we go.
It's exciting. So yes, we
Want to
have
share? We got 4
Dream
Dream
big. We have Be Radiant. Let's see if I can get the. There we go. Be
Let's go.
Radiant.
This one's my favorite.
Stay strong. And ironically, as these kind of came together, Jason asked me to pick 4 to launch this. All 4 of these are from travel. So we have a story from Key West. We have a story from Asheville, North Carolina, and Peninsula State Park in Door County, Wisconsin. So all the stories are with the prints on our lemonade stand, so you can watch the videos of each of the 4 stories. But yeah, it's exciting. And I want to thank you for all the encouragement and the kids for just saying, yeah, let's do this. Let's go for it. Let's try something new. And as Nick said, it's not breaking all the rules. There just wasn't a rule, right? That at age 44, like I could become an artist too. So it's pretty exciting.
And tell me this one isn't perfect to go next to your coffee maker in the morning, right?
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that is the mini prints. When you can go to our website now and check them out. These 4 from Kim will be available through the end of the year. December 31st.
And they'll be gone.
And they'll be gone.
I know.
So,
and what's that? Just because some people might not understand that. We want to be able to keep putting art into the world, both of us. And to be able to have to manage all the inventory for everything we want to put out there is a nightmare. So this is going to allow us to keep the river flowing, to keep our creative spirits just engaged and growing without feeling so bogged down by the management. So so these will be available till December 31st. But the core collection of Jason's art is going to be there indefinitely.
Yep. There's like 12 or 14. But we're going to do one more giveaway. Maybe my favorite one of the night. So we're going to give away one of these acrylic magnet frames with the mini print of your choice. And we're going to do that right now.
All right, the last question of the night. What is an item Adultitis would have added to the auction?
Interesting. I can't wait to see your responses.
I know.
So the auction is now officially live. We have all of the studio renovation paintings available. We have some of the bigger art canvases available. We actually have, I don't even know if I told you this, but I added the 36 by 36 gallery canvas of Burger King and a little Whimsy. Now, what's kind of neat about those is the Burger King is in our foyer. Right when you walk into our house, that original frame is the first thing you see.
Yeah.
And the little Whimsy, which is the one with the giraffe, is in Kim's office. And when she does Zoom calls and client calls, that's the picture that they see. So those are available. We only have 1 each of those. So those are a limited edition.
Okay.
Also have the daily Wonder Hunt calendar.
Ooh, yeah.
So we gave those out as a little perk for some of the people who pre-ordered the Kim's Wonder Hunt book. We had 1 left. And it's a day-by-day calendar, 365 of her photos for 2023. So that's up there.
Yeah, that turned out pretty cool.
Some good stuff. But what do we got here?
Okay, what item
would Adultitis have put in here?
And you get to win basically this with whichever print you want.
Yeah, the magnetic frame, acrylic.
I see why you saved this for last.
Yeah, so what do we got here? We've got Ben Gay, says Helen.
Ben Gay.
Patrick says a briefcase with probably nothing in it. Or maybe with socks. Wendy says socks. Kristen Haney, a blood pressure cuff. Sarah, a spreadsheet.
I want to bid on a spreadsheet. Yeah.
Christy Ward with the callback. Green carpet.
Oh,
If you know, you know.
that's good.
Family photo, Lily.
What was that one?
A family photo, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A sickle.
Sickle. Interesting.
How about a tax form?
A box. A tax form.
Box. Kelsey, an alarm clock.
Oh,
Julianne also
yeah.
said alarm. This is weird. They said that at the exact same time. Alarm clock and
you
alarm
guys
clock.
are like soul sisters. How did you do that?
Anna, turkey. Joy says math book. Look at all these. Liver and
math
onions.
book.
I feel like liver and onions always is an answer when I ask something about like what would adultitis give you? Liver and onions.
Does anyone like liver and onions?
My mom does.
Well,
My mom does, but in fried,
Yeah,
not
maybe not the
the
pure.
kind you would think of.
Yeah, taxes.
Abby Cordell says unpaid bills.
Yeah.
A lot of poop. Dorothy,
A lot of poop.
Mary Beth says goose poop.
The kids. Oh, you got good reaction.
Someone else said
Prize
poop, yeah.
Patrol likes the poop, guys.
Jennifer said poop emoji art piece. Kim Koo says homework.
Aw. No, thank
good
you.
stuff.
Not
I
bidding
can
on
always count on you guys to come up with some good ones.
It's going to be hard to pick this winner, but we have to have a winner by the end.
Portrait
so.
of my insurance agent. Amy says an incredibly long form that requires a bunch of information that is not currently accessible.
Ah!
That's good. That's good. Pocket protector.
Oh,
Ooh, unbalanced
brooms
checkbook.
and dustpan. Joan, that's my whole life is
What
a
is-
broom and a dustpan.
What is the starting bid on an unbalanced checkbook?
Oh, a nightmare.
You guys are awesome. Amy Gamble says toilet paper, COVID leftovers.
Oh, see, that would have been valuable. We would have been bidding on that 3 years from now, or 3 years ago. All right, we got a good one in there somewhere,
Jennifer
right?
Strasser says the rights to
winner.
one of Jason's tattoos. Where'd it go? To get, where was it?
Oh.
Skipped by me. Oh, to get it done as a tattoo. You could get any of my art as a tattoo. You do not need
You don't have
any.
to bid on that.
You just
We
need to
can
be a
help.
little crazy.
Yeah,
but
do
no,
it.
you don't need any.
Jason's
rights for
actually
that.
designed a couple tattoos, haven't you?
I have.
Fact.
Yeah. Mhm.
College roommate.
And stale pretzels. Stale pretzels.
Oh, what? They're always stale.
Joy says English paper that was due yesterday from my daughter. Do we have a winner, you guys?
Oh, last night or last prize of the night. If you stuck around for the whole show, who is it, guys?
Our winner is Katie Nagel, who said,
Yeah.
What did she say?
Dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies. Katie Nagel. Oh man, I do not want to bid on dust bunnies. There's plenty here.
Congratulations, Katie. Thank you for playing. Thank you, everyone, for playing. You guys made my night with your
are great.
ideas.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well,
Here
the
it
auction
is,
is now live. I know Jenna put it in the show notes, but it's very simple. It's escapeadulthood.com/auction. The auction will go for about a week. It ends the day before Thanksgiving at 8 o'clock Central Time. So get your bids in now. Get your claims in there. Also, if you are not already a subscriber to escapeadulthood.com, you need to be. You need to be an insider so that you can find out when we're having crazy fun things like this. Again, just go to escapeadulthood.com.
To find out when show 104.
Insider. Yes, we've got one more show for the end of the year. Before the end of the year, we don't know when it is yet. Well,
No.
we kind of do, but you don't.
Yeah.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise. So insiders are the first to know. Wonder and Whimsy Society members, we will be backstage shortly. Give us a few minutes to close things down and
This is
put
fun, guys.
Zoom up.
This
Yep.
is a thrill. We gathered together as a family right before we went live, and it was just one of those moments where we had to say, this is the fulfillment of so many dreams. So it wouldn't mean much without you guys. It wouldn't. This is a dream of ours, but it's so much better to share it. So thank you for being here, for taking time out of your precious Netflix schedule, now evening to carve out a little time. We hope it was an encouragement for you. We hope it brought you some light and some hope.
Yes, and that is it. That's a wrap. That is it for this show. Thank you to our Prize Patrol. Come on over here, guys.
Patrol. Where's the bell? Oh, didn't they do a good job? This was a lot to organize.
They did great.
More cowbell. We always need it.
This is it for this show. Until next time, Adultitis Fighters.
Shine on, spread whimsy,
And be awesome!
see you soon.